Hello everyone, it is time for another edition of Try Hard Racing with me, RollCageTV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of keep it on, press it on, semi-pro it on, specials. I'm doing specials. I've got, 3 events to do, and then I move on to track day. I think that's what it says in the Twitch description. So this one, it's a new car. Yes, it's not a Ferrari Cup, it's the classic Ferrari Cup. Which means I am probably going to have to change cars. Oh, you know what? I never did check. I want to check something. I want to go all the way back, go to my garage, get like the first car I've got. Okay, this one. Let's clean it, respray it. And go to the livery, and now let me check what these colors are. Is it the more yellow or is it the more orange? Okay, the primary is 1 up from green. That never changes. Oh no, the base is 1 up from the bottom. Base is 1 up from the bottom, kind of the emerald, and then middle of the next screen over, and then middle up on the yellow, not the gold, but the yellow, middle up on the yellow. Okay. So now I'm going to look at the last one I did, the special Ferrari. Was it this one? No. Wait, where is it? No, that's the Alpine. Where's the Ferrari that I just did? Oh, it takes forever for them to load these. No. Is that it? No. No. Wait, I'm back here. Ah! Go back. I thought I got the wrong colors. Okay, specials. Which one did I just have? I had the... Oh, do I have to go into the event to find out? Actually, maybe not. Classic GT. Okay, Ferrari Cup. Ferrari Cup. That's what I want. Ferrari Cup. See if that's the right color. Whatever the Ferrari Cup car is. I can do that if I come here. Not in story mode. Never go to story mode. Ferrari Cup. Okay, here. Edit. And what's the car? It's the 430 Challenger. Okay. Ferrari F430 Challenge. Garage. This game drives you crazy sometimes. I try to do the simplest things. Okay. Ferrari F430 Challenge. Whoop. There it is. Ferrari F430 Challenge. Okay. And options. And livery. And that. Customize. That's 1 from the bottom. In the middle. Secondary. No! I have a little too orange. There. That's the livery we want. Yes, that matches the and any others that I have off. I don't know what others I have off. Maybe I'll have to come through someday, look at every one of my cars and make sure all the liveries are good. But I'm probably going to be in a different car this time, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, where were we? Career. Going back to semi-pro. Going back to special. It doesn't remember where you left off, which is okay by me. I'm starting in the Ferrari Cup classic Ferrari Cup. Classic Ferrari Cup. Yeah, it remembers that the car is 2 rounds. What is it? Time trial? Wouldn't be a time trial in the middle of the road. We are in Paris. What car am I in? Ferrari 512 BBLM. Okay, 512 BBLM. And I'm guessing that I will not be able to do anything with it. Garage. It's a special. Ferrari 5 BBLM. 512 BBLM. That's the one. And I have to create the classic cup first. Right. Okay. I do like the Ferrari red. That's nice and traditional, but it's not green. And I like green. Okay, so I can't upgrade it because I don't have any mileage. And I won't gain mileage because I can't drive it. I have to drive it as a rental the first time I play it. So here. So there we go. Special. I hope everyone gets the feeling watching me of what it's like for the common man to play this game, which is, it means not very good and very confused and a little frustrated. I'm in a very good mood today, though. I had a pretty good sleep last night. And I'm going to maintain that good mood all the way. Okay. I'm not going to let the stupid little user interface things that drive me crazy in this game get to me. Oh, I didn't see what it was. What was it, an elimination or what? Circuit racing. Okay, just finished circuit racing. I have to finish the event in first place, though. Wow, okay. But it's 2 races. And it's a little loud in my ears. I doubt if the engine's a little loud in your ears. I did have to turn the engine sound way up, because in some vehicles you could not hear the engine at all. Yeah, on the playback I can hardly hear the engines. I can't hear myself though, which is good. No wibbly warblies. In the snow. I wish they would tell you specifically whether it's a front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive car. There's no way to know other than to just know it's a front or rear-wheel drive car. This, I would imagine, should be a rear-wheel drive car, but it doesn't really feel like it's a rear-wheel drive car. There's some cars it's pretty obvious they're rear-wheel drive. And I am playing on the hard difficulty. In case this is your first episode, this is a story-free career mode. I'm not doing the story mode. I just jumped right into the career mode. But the story mode is really hokey, and you don't actually get much content out of it. Oh, almost made it clean. Oh, I got a nemesis now. I still got out ahead, but I'm way behind the leader now. If I could have got through clean, I might have had a chance. Still only the first lap. I have been playing a little bit of Dirt Rally on my own. Every day I have to play some game for 15 minutes. in order to gain make my Microsoft Xbox Bing reward points happy. And usually I just load up the game and just let it sit there on the demo for 15 minutes. But I have been playing some Dirt Rally because I've got like 81 million, close to 81 million credits. And 100 million used to be a foregone conclusion, but then I stopped playing it every day. So now I'm playing it on the days I'm not streaming. So I do have a little driving under my belt this week. Normally when I come here on Saturdays, I haven't played a racing game in the whole week, so. These guys are kind of difficult. They don't have, I don't know if their vehicles are upgraded. Their vehicles should not be upgraded yet, but in the next race, their vehicles will be upgraded, at least to level 1. Which means I have to upgrade my vehicle to level 1 to be competitive. And I can't upgrade to level 1 because I won't have the mileage unless I do a custom race to get the mileage. So that means doing a custom race to get the mileage. I don't know what they expect you to do in real life. They just expect you to rerun the race over again. Or just always be an upgrade behind. You can't even run the last race, the fully upgraded version of the race. They usually have the fully upgraded cup or whatever it is, and you can't run it unless you've at least got the mileage to be eligible for the fully upgraded cup. But you can't get that mileage, at least you can't usually get that mileage by just running the races beforehand once each. I mean, you can come in first place or, you know, whatever your criteria are. If it's, you need to finish fourth, you need to finish third, whatever it is. If you make all the qualifications, even if you come in first place in all the other races, you won't be eligible for the last race unless you rerun run of the career races or you get your last few miles in on a custom race. So, yeah. This one I'm getting 0 mileage in. And it's a nice long 2-lap event, or 2-race event. So I'm getting all these mileage in, but it's all going in on a rental car because I can't actually use the car. And they notice there wasn't a choice of any other car to use. It was just this car. Some races there were choices, but I don't think I've seen that since rookie days, that there's a choice. They tell you what car you need to use, and it's not a car that you have, that you can use on your own. It's a car that you have to rent, which means you don't get it upgraded. But I did put in, I've spent all the money on things that I can't spend money on. Spending money on cars at this point has made no difference because I couldn't race the cars in the career mode. I could spend money on them in order to race on my own, but the whole point of this is to go through the career mode. This online playthrough. So that's what I mean when I say there's some weird quirks to the game. I still recommend the game. I still find it a very fun game. It's not your it's not a Assetto Corsa. It's not a you know, a sim type of game. It's not even like a Forza Motorsports or what's the Gran Turismo. I think the name of the game on PlayStation. But I would still put it in the sim-cade genre, even though it's through the years has become more cade than sim. It used to have a little less nonsense to it. There always was like some story in the background, but it was just like faded in the background. And you did have options to upgrade your vehicle and stuff. But here there's no, yeah, pretty generic upgrades and you can't really tune it very well. You can set like the brake bias and things like that, but I think you can set the overall gear ratio, not the individual gear ratios. So I guess it's not too bad. I would still call it a sim-cade. If you don't shoot things, it's not simple. Well, one of the things that make it more cade than sim over the years is now with electric cars, you can go through boost pads, but it's only with the electric cars. And they have a drift event, which I'm not going to do any of the drift events, which I can't stand. I'm going to start last in the next race. Oh, and I forgot to start my timer. Let's see. What do I want to add? What do I, probably about 3 minutes. I need to add about 3 minutes to this thing. 2 to 3 minutes. Let's add 2 minutes to it. Looking down at how long I've been streaming. Where is the time I've been streaming? It should tell me that somewhere. I don't think it... Okay, 30 minutes I've been streaming. And 30 minutes I've been streaming and 10 minutes for the intro, so... yeah. Like 3 minutes to go. Alright. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I had about 20 minutes now. Okay. Let's go. I hate when that happens. I put a stream marker in. There's no way to know when that stream marker is until I exit out and go to highlight the thing, which I'm happy to now. Alright, I need to finish first overall. I probably don't need to finish first in this race, but I do need to finish somewhat near the pack, beyond the middle of the pack. If I finish on the podium, it's almost guaranteed. I might be able to get it even if I'm like 5th out of 22. Because they don't usually pick preferred vehicles. It seems like they all drive it together. The winners, it's not uncommon for the winner of one race in the event to come in last in the next event. Now see, that's definitely not a realistic thing that would happen. It does have, I do have damage turned on. I have flashbacks turned off. But I do have damage turned on and critical damage turned on. Although the damage isn't terribly realistic. I can get damaged. I have lost tires. Things like that. Something you can turn off. And then make it really arcadey. The AI is pretty simple. You know, they go for that driving line. That's pretty much what they do. And if you're in their way, they'll just hit you. Am I 12th? Okay, I finally made my way back up into close to the top half. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to do better than this to win the event. Although if I can get like 5th or something, I'll be fine. Oh, so you got a nemesis. Now he's gonna, when you get a nemesis, that means that they're gonna come attack you. That's something that Grid traditionally has. That was like their big conceit for Grid. if you're not familiar with earlier grid games. But they also, I noticed, seem to get a speed boost when they become a nemesis. So, as I've said before, the vehicle runs on a combination of petrol and rage. You get a little speed boost. It's not outrageous, but you definitely get a speed boost. Whoa! Yeah. See what I mean? They're pretty dumb and aggressive, so they'll just run into each other too. Not just you, they'll run into each other. They're all going to stay on that line. Somebody in my way? Forget it. Somebody told me that if you flash the lights, which I don't have a button assigned to flashing lights, because there's other buttons for other things. But if you flash the lights, you will. They may pull over for you, but they don't have to pull over. And my guess is they only pull over in a traditional blue flag kind of situation, so that if you're lapping somebody and you flash the lights, then they'll pull over. Other than that, they're probably not going to pull over. Maybe in some time trials, maybe they'd pull over, but I wouldn't count on it, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, I'm in third. I think I probably pretty comfortably have first place in the event sewed up. I should still be on hard difficulty, which is the medium difficulty. Low, medium, hard, and then they have after that like expert and legendary or something like that. The game reminds me a little bit, although this game I'm about to be even better than Need for Speed Shift. The Need for Speed Shift games were unlike any of the other Need for Speed games. They were real racing kind of games. They were sim-cade, but they had their own. One thing that they had, their little conceit was, if you got hit, the screen would go all blurry for a little bit to represent, your driver being a little bit shaken up from the hit, depending on how hard of a hit it was. But they also had a combination of actual courses and made-up courses, like this game here is. Well, I'm cruising along now, and it's an unupgraded car, too. So I would guess their cars are not upgraded, as I would assume, being the first race, none of us would be upgraded. But I am going to have to upgrade, depending on how many races there are. If there's 3 races in the set, and I think there are, I'll need level 1 upgraded and level 2 level 1 upgrades for the next race and level 2 upgrades, which are usually the final upgrades for the third race. So I will have to get my 3 miles in by driving around race on my own, which is going to be probably the Indianapolis Loop, because that's the easiest way to get through it, fastest way to get through it. And there he is, Mr. Cage, first place. Initials RCTV, sound like SCTV. SCTV was a great show. First place, yay. Event First place. Yay. Got my monies. Makes no difference. And what was that vehicle again? Ah, the Ferrari 512 BBLM. Excuse me for a second. Thanks for reminding me. I have mentioned my allergy pill has not kicked in yet. OB to continue. And put me back on rookie, because of course that's where I want to go next. Why would I want to continue where I left off? Okay, and there are only 2 more events. This is the fully upgrade event, so I need to have level 2 here, which means I will need to have level 1 here. There's 3 rounds, but you can't stop it in the middle of a round. So, I have to get my 7 miles somewhere else. I go to the garage, and I go to my Ferrari. I can actually do a livery now, though. And I can spray it. I can do a whoops. I can do a livery. And I can choose the livery that I picked early on, because it was the one that looked the most like the banner I picked early on, which that's my team banner, which I don't know why I picked that necessarily. And see, everything's like screwy colors. The reason I picked this is because they were close to the colors. Let's see now what's here. Is it that one or is it this one? I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. Okay. And then secondary is here. It was not the goldish one. It was not the yellow one. No, it must be this one. It's too open, right? Oh, I'm gonna have to check this again. Okay, we've got the nice green just left of the cyan, second from the bottom. Then the next green is in the middle, and then it's 2 over. Why are you telling me primary there? Did I not click this? No, that's the base. Primary is one lower. See, they used to do all these colors, and then okay, second from the bottom. I'm gonna go with that, and I'll check that reference one again. I only had to change the last 2, and so the first 2 were easy to remember because the default for that I didn't have to change. Let's go back to the Clio. Very first car. Okay. Options. Change livery. And my memory's bad. Customize. Okay, so it is left of the emeraldy cyan, second from the bottom, then right in the middle next to it, and then 2 over. 2 over. Middle. There. Okay. Let's go back to the vehicle I had, which is this one. Options, livery, customized. Second from the bottom, even though it's painting it wrong. Now it paints it right in the middle. 2 over. Okay. Correct. All right. The one is the yellow stripes on top, and the other one is the yellow stripe on the side. That's why the secondary and tertiary are both the same color. Whereas the primary is on top and the side on their own. Okay. Let's go. Where am I going? Oh, I gotta get out of the garage. Career. No, I can't do the career because I bet I don't have eligibility. I don't have the upgrades for it yet. Go back to garage. Doesn't remember where I last was. Go back here. Show height upgrades. And no, I need 7 miles. So, race creator, come down here. Oh, I need the Ferrari Classic Cup. Classic Ferrari Cup. There it is. And that is my vehicle. 512 LBM. They don't show the livery. And this is 2.5 miles. 3 laps will be 7.5 miles, which is what I need. So now I can create the event. And after this, it might be time to end the episode. I don't want to end it too soon, but I don't want to end it too late because I forgot to set my timer. Yes, that's me, in front. I'm racing against my teammate. And I don't know if my teammate has upgrades or not, but it doesn't matter because it's just an oval. I should check, make sure the difficulty level is right. Gameplay, difficulty. Yes, it's on hard. Oh, it doesn't let me change it here, but it is on hard. You change that in the game setup, in the race setup. You would think being a classic Ferrari, it would be rear-wheel drive, but it doesn't feel like it. Maybe. Can you tell I'm not taking this seriously? I think I lost a tire, too. Doesn't matter, I just gotta get the mileage in. Doesn't matter where I finish. This is, I could pick a race that's more interesting, but Highway Buster suggested, why don't you just do a lap at Indy if you only need a few laps, only need a few miles, you get it done quicker and then get back to the career. I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. No stress, just put it down to 2 vehicles. That's the lowest you can put it down to. I suppose I could be using this as a test drive of my... As if it's a test drive of the new parts I put in, right? You would do that. Put in some new parts, adjust the tuning a little bit, and then take it on a test drive. So this is my test track. Indianapolis 500 test track. There, now that I think about it that way, it makes a lot more sense. How's the car feel? It feels okay. It's as good as it's gonna get. I felt worse. Old joke. Old, probably somewhat offensive joke, so I'm not going to tell it. At least that old joke. I've seen heavier. Uh, back in my day, my voice is young, but my age is actually old. I am an old retired guy, so. Am I done? Am I done? Yay, I'm done! Okay, I can now go back and do my upgrades. All right. Probably been going about 40 minutes right now. Let me go to the garage. I should have time to get that last race in. And clean it. Always clean it. Makes it a lot faster. And now I can get these stage 1 upgrades in. And there's only stage 2 upgrades. There's only stage 3 races, so I should be fine. And this does have, now that I own the car, I will be, and this is worthless. It's just a flashback upgrade, which I'm not using flashbacks. This gives me more, this gives me more currency, which might be worth it, except once I'm done with this last race to be eligible to get this, I'll have no reason to get more currency because I won't be using this car again. And I have to waste money on these, I'd have to waste money on these nonsense flashback upgrades. So. One time I think I did spend money on that last extras row, and that's because you got, I had multiple races left to go, and to get the extra currency, I thought it was worth spending the 15,000 or 20,000 or whatever it was. Although I have no idea what the extra currency, how much it gives you. But since I don't use flashbacks, I don't have a button set for flashbacks even. Okay, 3 rounds. Let's see. Can I get this whole race in the time I have left? Sure. Or I might have to stop in the middle of a round. We'll see. Might be a little over an hour. You guys watch on YouTube, you'll know how long this episode is. Okay. There, I got my livery. 3-round race. Gets other classic Ferraris. I don't think this is one of those mixed. They have these mixed. Oh, great. Yeah, that's not realistic at all. And I'm not above resetting the game. Resetting race. They have these. Oh, for crying out loud. Let's do it fast so I don't waste too much time. Maybe let's try to avoid traffic. I know much of that was my fault. I usually try not to reset the race if it's my fault. I want to try to get this entire event in and get myself spinned around with just the second turn or third turn, whatever it was. Not gonna put up with. I only do these events 3 times maximum. If I don't win after the second attempt, then I put the difficulty level all the way down. And if it looks really hard, I might put the difficulty down to medium for the second attempt. Otherwise, if I lose the event, but I lose it close after the first try, I will try it again at my preferred difficulty, the hard difficulty. But if I lose the first race by a bit, and it looks like I'm going to need a little extra help, then I will turn the difficulty down 1. But then by the third race, if I lose the second race, by the third race, I will turn the difficulty all the way down. Because I don't think it's entertaining. If I was playing this not on stream, I would probably pretty likely just keep playing on the highest difficulty level, try to build up, you know, the technique and the skill and whatever to do it. But I don't play this game off stream, and I'm not going to waste my viewers' time watching me play the same race over and over and over again until I can beat it. And the stewards correctly did not give me a warning for cutting when I was driven off the road. Oh, they're pretty lax here. You can see there's so many accidents. I think, I don't know this for sure, but it appears that there's no way I would win this without the upgrades. It appears that the higher the difficulty level, the more aggressive they get as well. Although, they're pretty aggressive all around. Because like I said, they're not really smart. And they seem to just, I'm going to get on that line, and I'm going to, whatever's in my way, I don't care. So. You cut them down, you know, you cut them, and in a way that would push them off the line in a normal race, they'll just hit you. I'll take you both out. Although, you know, that guy didn't get completely over to the line. He saw me there. But there seemed to be a lot of circumstances when their lust for the line just forced them to go right through you. And then if you hit somebody, even if it's their fault, you get a nemesis, and then they'll come off the line to get you. They'll just come crazy to get you. Oh, sorry, teammate. Was that my teammate? Oh, sorry. I had to win this, didn't I? I think that was my objective, to win the race. If it was my objective to win the first race, it's very likely that my objective is to win this, or first event, it's very likely my objective is to win the second event as well. And then after this, am I done with specials after this and move on to track day? Not this. I think I do. I have one more race to go after this, the fully upgraded race. So there will be at least one more. And I don't know if that last race is going to, if it's just a single race. I might have to do a custom race with this vehicle just to about 47 minutes. I might have to do this race over in this event. Miles? Upgrade stage available. 11 miles. Okay. Well, I should get that. Hello, from wherever your voice is coming from. Ah, it's a point-to-point. And I'm in 19th. They didn't put me in last, because I was finished in 4th. That's good. These vehicles are going to be tough. I have a feeling that at some point I'm going to have to turn the difficulty down. It wasn't that hard when I was racing the first event, and I did put in the level 1 upgrades, but And I was racing in the snow, and it wasn't that hard. Whoa, lucky. Somebody else lost the part. I like these point-to-point races, however. Whoa! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! I don't want to have to start this race over again, but I have a feeling. Oh, I'm way in 22nd. I'm already a third of the way gone. If I don't start it over again, I'll get credit for the mileage. If I do start it over again, yeah, I'm starting over again. Sorry about that. I hate restarting. I hate so much. My whatever competitive nature is still in my blood, which is not much anymore, because like I said, I'm an old retired guy. But I think what this means is I'm not going to get in the last race this event during this YouTube episode before my Twitch break. Every hour on Twitch I take a break. I stream for about 3 hours, a little over sometimes, and 3.5 hours. And then I take a break after, every 50 minutes, 55 minutes I take a break. And that's when I end the YouTube episode. So my YouTube episodes, I keep them under an hour. Ideally between 50 and 55 minutes, but at least 45 minutes. And so that's how long my YouTube segments are. So if you watch this on, I put up my BRB screen. That's not good. If I put up my BRB screen, be right back screen, and you join the stream on my BRB screen is up. That's stick around. I'll be right back. But I do take a break every hour because, I'm an old man, and also reset things for YouTube, and that's fine. The YouTube episodes are just stream replays. So there is the compression that Twitch puts in on the stream, and then more compression that YouTube puts in. I'm streaming at the highest bit rate I can, but it is possible, especially with racing games like this, depending on what the terrain looks like and what the weathers look like, that you will get some motion blur, even on Twitch, but especially on YouTube when it recompresses the Twitch. So I apologize for that, but I produce a lot of content, and I don't have the space or the facilities or the time or the energy, quite frankly, to record everything separately and then edit that. I do most of my editing online, which has a highlight editor. I can chop it up, edit the YouTube episodes that way. Where did I finish? 6th place. I'm going to have to do this over again. I don't know what my goal was, but I'm 3rd place in the event. I don't know what my goal was. My goal is to finish 3rd. I might have a chance. Hitting A doesn't help. Read quick, speed read. Of course all the tips are helpful. Oh, I didn't see what my goal was. 3 laps. I'm starting in 20th because it takes your overall position in the event. Since place. I'm third in the event and third from the back. Still possible for me to get first place. 2 people ahead of me. You'll see I finished 4th and 4th and or whatever I finished. Not great and not great, and I ended up in 3rd place in the event so far, because it's not like a more realistic racing game where the same, you know, couple people, where each driver has their own skill level, each AI driver, and so you're really fighting for the same, you know, the same pack of 3 or 4 players will be at the top, and you know, they may the same driver may get first place in both races if you don't get first place, and so you have a big, it may be impossible to beat them in the last race. But, because, you know, that person's going to be close to the top in the last race as well. But they don't do it that way. It seems like every race, that there's no personalities to the other racers, unless, like, you hit one or something. And you get a rival, but I don't think that even that matters. I think because the racers don't have particular skills assigned to the racer themselves, then you're just as likely to have someone that finished last in the first race finish first in the next race, which of course lowers the average of all the points that you have to, you know, that you have to beat. So in a 3-event race, I could finish 4th, 4th, and 4th, and in most racing games there'd be no way 4th, 4th, and 4th would get you in first place, because the 3 guys you finish behind would all have more points than you. But in this game, you have a chance of finishing 4th, 4th, and 4th and still winning the overall event, because 3 different sets of 3 people would be finishing ahead of you. Which I guess makes for a decent game. Well, I got a nemesis. That person's going to get a speed boost. Oh, that was all my fault. I did not see that coming. I am driving with the racing line on. I do not know these courses. I had considered, after I learned the courses, taking the racing line off, but I don't think I'm ever going to learn the courses, to be honest. And so I'm just going to keep the racing line on. And I mentioned, I think, flashbacks. The game seems to expect that you're going to use flashbacks. That's why they don't care how aggressive they are. Because, well, you got a flashback. You can always, you know, if somebody cuts you off unfairly, you can always use the flashback. But I hate flashbacks so much. I would rather restart a race than use a flashback. And I hate restarting a race too. So maybe using flashback is less of a sin. But you tell me. For those of you watching on YouTube, if you've gotten this far, leave a comment. I've been hoping to get more comments than I have been getting. Well, this is not good. I'm losing places on the last lap. Am I 15th place? It's on the last lap? Yeah, there's no way I'm going to win this event. Yeah, comments. I don't get a lot of comments. I get more likes than comments. And I know that if you're watching on a console or like a smart TV, it's not easy to leave comments. I don't think it's even possible to leave comments. You have to like go on either a PC, or you can do it if you open up a web page. So, you know, if you have a web page available, which I think you have on smart TVs, on consoles you can open up a web page. But if you use the console or smart TV app to watch video, then you can't. When you go to leave comments, it says use your phone or mobile device to. So, but if you can leave a comment, it can be a nasty comment as well as a good comment. I just like to see more comments. It helps give me some idea of what I'm doing right and wrong. So it is, feedback. But I just like looking at the comments. The engagement numbers, are kind of nice. Maybe more people will be recommended the thing, but that's less important to me. No, I only had to finish in the top 3, and I did not. Okay. Well, so much for this. This is time for me to take my break. I'll have to redo this race over. I'll have to decide if I want to lower the difficulty level. I think I won't. I think I could have won it. Just need to get better. So if you are watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a break here just for a couple minutes, so stick around and be back. If you're watching on YouTube, that's it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, Saturday, Sunday, which is Iowa time. I live in Minnesota, but that's hard to type. Which is also, 6 p.m. That's midnight in the UK. 0600 the next day in Bangladesh, and noon the next day in New Zealand. I'm available all 4 quarter time zones of the earth. So Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.